What you looking at, Tink? My goodness. It's snowing here. Hey guys, how's it going? Hi Lucy. Is it snowing at your house too? It is pouring the snow. There's a big fat red cardinal staring at me. I got my bunny out and playing with it. I always got to have something to do with my hands, or I talk with them nonstop. I just want to. Hey Tara Shay, how are you doing? Yeah, we had to close the hot dog stand down today, Miss Lucy, because it was too cold and too snowy, and ain't nobody going to come out and get hot dogs and baked potatoes. But I made a buttload of baked potatoes to sell today, so if you need a baked potato, come by and get one at the house. Hey, Brenda Farmer, and my two oldest friends that I hang out with all the time, or that I'm still in contact with all the time, is Brenda and Jeff Webb. Those are my two oldest friends that I'm like out, doing stuff. You're doing good, Teresa. I'm doing really good. I got up this morning and I did up the wall yoga, and there's 2 different ones, and I did both of them. There's probably more, but there's several. I did 2 of them. Hello, Richard. Hello, Terry. How are you doing today? Teresa, I can't hardly take this hat off that you made me. It's so soft. I know I should probably put my wig on. William, how are you doing? You say you're goo. Is that how you feel? You're not good, you're just goo? Because I heard you were feeling pretty goo, actually. I got my glasses back on today. I love wearing my contacts because I can see better, but I can't get them out. It takes me over an hour to get them out once I get them on. It's like they stick to my eyeballs and I can't get them out, and I start panicking. And then I end up scratching my eye or something, and I can't wear them again for another month. And I don't know what's wrong, if it's the wrong kind of contact or what the problem is, but I cannot get them off of my eyeballs. So, yeah, she said she felt the yarn. It was like, oh my God, it's so soft. I mean, I cannot tell you. I thought I should put a wig on today, and I thought, nope, it's cold. I want to show you guys something. Hang on. Look what's happening outside here. Can you see? We're in a snowstorm right now that they did not know was coming. They did not call for this. We thought it was going to be a pretty day today. And hello, Wendy. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Kenneth. My nose is a little... I can't help the dripping. It happens because of the chemo. It makes your nose drip. Hi, Patty. How are you? I'm glad you're my Facebook friend, Kenneth. Thank you. Hi, Desiree. How are you? Hi, Sandra. You too, Sandra? So it's not just me? I don't know how to get them out. Look at that snow. I'm glad I've got all my groceries and stuff. We weren't expecting this at all, so it's kind of messed with our life. So yeah, it's the snow is beautiful. Yeah, it's really coming down out there. We had no idea, so we couldn't. Maybe couldn't go open her hot dog stand today or anything. I couldn't find a Kleenex, so I've got. Well, these are baby wipes. They're wet. That's not what you want to wipe your nose with. Hey, Mamie. Mamie's been playing music all morning. She's been playing sad love songs. I might be crying from that. Oh, thank you. You like my glasses? They're so old. Well, they're probably a little over a year old, but they feel super old. Hello, Jill. Hello, Bill. Hello, Alciny. I'm so terrible at that. Hello, Al. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and say hello and show you that the snow is beautiful and see how y'all were doing today. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Stevie. I went to the doctor yesterday and had blood work done, and so far everything's looking good. Hello, Donna. Good morning. I wish it would snow here. Where are you at, Jerry? Are you in Nashville? Where are you? But yeah, I went to the doctor and they took my blood and everything's looking good. And I've been dieting my butt off, and I weighed myself. I lost some, but not enough. I'm going to wait till next week and see. how much I've lost, and then I'll tell y'all then if I've lost a significant amount. I thought about as hard as I've been working at it, I would have lost a bunch more. But hello, Stephanie. How are you? Stephanie's brother, Alan, and I were best friends from the time we were little kids on up. And then Alan's went on to be with the Lord now. But we were friends for many, many, many years and got into lots and lots and lots of trouble together. And I don't mean trouble with the law. We've never got in trouble with the law. We got in trouble with our parents and just causing, slight mayhem. Hi, Honolulu. How are you today? But, yeah. We, Alan and I had some wild times. Oh, Jerry, you're in Virginia. You should be getting a lot of snow in Virginia. I know you're going to get a lot of traffic in Virginia. Everybody going up for the inauguration, that's for sure. So, anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. That song keeps playing in my mind again today. What's love got to do with it? Not for the reason it was the other day, but just thinking about how people don't know how to love correctly or show emotion correctly. Hi, Pam. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Stephanie said lots of memories, tons of memories. I have so many stories and so many memories of Alan that probably you've never even heard before that are so funny. I mean, my God, some of the best times in my life. Most of our life was spent together. Wendy said, hi from Toronto, green grass and a dusting of snow. Well, we ain't got a dusting of snow here. So, it's coming down and it don't look, and we didn't know it was supposed to do this. So we're near the ski slope, so I'm sure they're just in heaven right now. Shay said, I woke up with Would You Go With Me from Josh Turner in my head. I've been listening to music all night, all kinds of music, some beautiful stuff. And I want to post it all on my Facebook, but I don't want to be one of those people that just keep putting music on there and everybody's like, would they stop? There's so many things I see and say and think, and I want to post. I'm like, nah, people get tired of hearing from me, so I need to just chillax. So I try not to overdo it, but it's hard, when your mind never stops, never, and you don't sleep much. So anyway, but I was thinking about incorrect love. We expect so much from people. And we expect people to love us the way we love them. And some people don't expect it at all because they've never been loved correctly. You love the way you expect to be loved. And a lot of people have been shut down emotionally from the time they were a child because of abuse or different situations. But usually it's neglect or abuse. And the neglect and abuse can come from homes that seem normal, but they just never felt that security of a parent. I'm a firm believer in sleeping with your babies. I know they tell you not to do that, but I slept with all 4 of my babies. They slept with me up until they were ready to go to kindergarten. And people are like, oh, your kid. My kids, though, never had a security blanket. They never had a binky. They never had any of those things like that. I was their security. And I feel like I showed it on tape. Sorry. And that's the way I feel like it's supposed to be with parents. Unconditional love, absolutely. That you love your kid. You may get angry, but your anger doesn't supersede your love. That your love is there regardless, and that they know that they may mess up and they may be disciplined, but that doesn't supersede the love. That the love is all encompassing and all over, and that nothing can throw you away from that love. Like you won't be thrown out of the home because of things, that you love your kids. And if you've led them and guided them in the right directions, hey, listen, you can be, a lot of people are like, well, when you're a single parent and it's a single home, you can't, the odds are against you, blah, bull. I've got 3 kids that went to college. One that has reached their degree. He's a police officer. The other 2 are very successful in their line of work. One who is owning her. She graduated high school, owns 2 businesses. They are happily they're all in good relationships, except my 18-year-old who, when you're 18, that's kind of what spurred this for me because, I watch her as she meets this generation of men, and I say men because once you're 18, 19, 20, when I was growing up, you were a man. But now that's not so much the truth. It's more like damaged men. They don't have the responsibility that the men I grew up with did. They don't have the education. They don't have the goals, it seems. And I'm not trying to put everybody in one basket, but it seems that this generation is the generation of the everybody gets a trophy, and they have no emotional consequences for anything. And they think that they can just come and go and do as they please and not put anything into it. And it seems that, to me, male or female, one of the parties involved is always really strong about caring about the one person, and the other one is really strong about being nonchalant and somewhat of a cheater, more so than in any other time. And I think that's because of social media. And I've always said this: if you're on a dating sites and you're meeting people, and I'm okay with that, but once you meet somebody, you need to delete those sites, because here's the problem. We grew up in an era where your dating pool was, like, I grew up in Gray, Tennessee, Johnson City, Tennessee. My dating pool was Johnson City, Kingsport, maybe Bristol if I was pushing it. But it was just the Tri-Cities area. And that was it. Sometimes I'd meet somebody from out of town, but then that would never really work out. But you met and you knew families, and families knew families, and it was a small area. Now the dating pool is the whole world. So your choices are unlimited, and so you don't have to put any effort into it. Say I go out to dinner with someone, or Mamie goes out to dinner with someone, or any of you that are single go out to dinner with someone, which I have a boyfriend now, but you go out to dinner with someone and you don't like the way they chew their food. You don't like the way that they did this or that and the other. And it's just a simple little thing, and a press of a button, and you've got a date tomorrow night with somebody else. There's no tolerance for anything because you want the perfect person. But let me tell you, babes, there's no perfect person. None. But there's also limitations and things that you will allow people to treat you. Like, if someone does not give to you what you're giving to them and does not love the way you love, you're going to have to either talk to them about it and see if they can come around to understand that love, or you're going to have to walk away. That doesn't mean you walk away in hatred or negativity, but some people just don't know how to love correctly, and they don't want to. They're very happy being a roundabout. They're very happy being getting around, having lots of multiple partners and stuff. Sorry, we lost connection for you. It's all about valuing of yourself and knowing who you are. And if you're a child of the risen Savior, it says that you're heir and joint heir to the throne of God. That makes you a prince or a princess. And if you don't understand that and know that the value of who you are, you can't allow if you never understand how much you're valued before God, or you don't value yourself, you're never going to have a correct relationship with somebody, because you're going to let them treat you any way they want to. And I refuse to do that. I did it for years, and one day I just woke up and said, I am the only me. And I will love me no matter if I'm big or if I'm little or if I'm curvy, if I'm not curvy. I'm going to love me because this is the only me I made. And I know that I'm full of love and I am unique, and God made me this special way. It's just like a light bulb went on, and I said, I am more valuable than what these people are treating me. I know what I want. Other people get what they want. Why can't I? And there's the reason I can't, other than the fact that I was settling for less. And I refuse to settle for less. I would rather be alone with myself and my friends than to be with somebody who is not giving me the love that I'm giving them. And I give a lot of love, so I expect the same amount in return. I expect the same. When I am with you, I give everything I have is yours. Everything. My personal belongings, my money, my life, my children, I give it all. I dump it all on the table and said, let's share. And I've not been with but maybe one or two people in my life that had the same concept. And the fellow I'm with now, Ronnie's the same way. He dumps it all on the table, and he's like, we're together in this. This is all of ours together. And just that unconditional love. And I don't worry that he's going to cheat on me or I'm going to cheat on him, because we have respect for each other and we understand the value of each other. But don't let that get a hold of you, that being single too long, that you shut down and start building up walls, because knowing your value can also make you start saying nobody's good enough for me. But they are. They're now listen. Are raised in one type of family and they're raised in another type of family. But that doesn't mean you can't come together and find common ground and overcome some stuff. Because there's going to be some stuff you're not going to. There's going to be things you don't like about. There's things Ronnie does that I think, I wish you wouldn't do that. And I know there's nothing about me he dislikes. I'm perfect. Oh, that's just not true. I'm so opinionated that when I get my mind on something, ain't nothing going to stop me. Ain't nothing going to do. I'm like a bull, man. I'll get it, or I'll work for it, or nothing's going to stop me. I'll find a way. And I can't help it. It's just this thing inside of me that pushes me to go and do and succeed. And that's okay, because that's who I am, and I like that about me. I like that very much about me, and I guess he does too, because he's got it in him as well, because he has a Jubilee Music Store down in the Outer Banks, down in Kill Devil Hills, which is a very successful music store, and he loves it, and listen, there's nothing he can't play musically. That is a talented man that self-taught to play everything musically. Now you think about that. That's a go-getter. And I love that. I love that about him. There's so much respect we have for one another that it's not, and here's what people have to understand. Most people equate love with sex, and that is the two of the most opposite things on earth. It's the two opposite things on earth. Sex should come. Here's what we do. We meet somebody, we jump in the bed with them, we have sex, and then we try to build a relationship and wonder why it didn't work. Well, you already became one with that person and knew nothing about them, and now your emotions are all jumbled up and all messed up, because the sex is supposed to be a vow between the two of you and a covenant between God, and you already made a covenant and a vow, and you didn't even know the person. And now you're trying to work out a relationship off of the back end of it. If you have a relationship and meet somebody and cultivate that relationship, get to know the person, try to you got to bend a little, they got to bend a little, and they got to understand love. And sometimes these people don't know what love is. They think it's all about emotion. They think it's all about a feeling. They think it's a warm, but that's going to be gone in 3 months. I'm just telling you. You got 3-month period on that warm, giggly feeling. Unless you're with that right person, and it can come and go. It's very few people I've ever met it stays there 24/7. And people that say, I've always been in love and I always feel that way, I'm like, you're psychotic, because that's just not how we're made humanly. We have to have common ground where we have common things that we enjoy and we speak and we talk about, and we have to be kind to one another. I've seen so many women that are so cruel and mean to their husbands, and so many men that are so cruel and mean to their wives that don't show kindness that they would show a stranger. But yet they will treat their spouse with anything but kindness. And the kindness has to start at home to show true love, to show what real love is. You know why you can't love correctly? Because you don't love yourself. When you love yourself correctly and you value yourself correctly, you can love other people correctly. And how do you stop loving? How do you learn to love yourself? Well, you stop calling yourself stupid when you mess up, or ignorant, or fat, or dumb, and then you apologize to yourself for all the times that you've done that. And then you go before the throne of God and you let Him show you who you truly are. Spend some time in the Word. Find out who you are and start accepting who you are and allowing you just to be you. Love the things that you are. I love who I am. I love my personality. And people say that's conceited. Oh, no. No, it's knowledge. I have knowledge of who I am, and I accept it. And I use my personality to be the person that I am. This is how God made me to succeed in whatever He has set my journey forth to be. You have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. Because then, if you don't love yourself, you're gonna hold people to the same standards. And look, you can't even meet up to your standards. How do you think anybody else is going to? You're always going to be mad, and you're always going to be angry, and they're never going to be good enough, and they're never going to give you enough, and you should have married somebody else because they could have had more money. They would have been prettier. They would have been skinnier. They would have da-da-da-da-da-da-da, because that's how you feel about yourself, and that's the kind of love you're giving somebody else. Kurt Stevens says, allow others to love you. I know. I'm hard at that. It's hard for me sometimes to allow others to love me, because I have been hurt so many times. I've opened myself up so many times to people. Now I'm a little cautious. I take my time a little bit more, and I don't just jump out there and allow people in. I have Kurt Stevens is one of my best friends on earth, and I love him with everything in me. I know that Kurt would get to me if I was in trouble and I needed him, he would get to me and I would him. There's all kinds of love. But it's really hard for me to allow a relationship love for somebody to get close to me, because I've had so many terrible things done to me. And that's not unusual. That's not normal. But I've worked hard not to be completely closed off to that kind of stuff. But remember, you can't... Oh, you going to play me a song?
I kind of... Well, are you live?
Yeah, maybe.
I kind of learned that Bonnie Raitt song, but if I mess up...
We may get a special treat.
If I mess up...
Do I need to put the camera on you?
Because I'm going to probably mess this up.
Mamie's going to sing a song.
I just learned it like 2 seconds ago. So
well, let's hear it.
If I mess, I'm nervous.
It don't matter. There's maybe 2 people on here.
I'm messing up.
That's okay.
I better got the words.
Okay.
I am an old woman named after my mother.
Oh my God.
My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder and lightning was desired, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. I want to hear you do the whole song.
I started messing it up. I just started like 2 minutes ago. So.
That was beautiful. I love that song. I love that song. Play me something else. Oh goodness, no, it's snow. Stop, there's nothing there. We got the dogs all excited. Play me something else. Play me something else.
Do that one we sing together?
No, I don't want to sing today. My voice sounds froggy today.
I missed that.
It wasn't that beautiful? She's got a beautiful voice.
What song?
What was the first song you sang this morning? I thought that was beautiful. Why? I love that.
I like that song.
It was so beautiful. Sing that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Land?
What a treat today, guys. We get live music. I'm going to show her, though. You look fine.
You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing.
Hang on. Guys, hush. Foxy. Start over.
Can we do that song or a different song?
No, that's a good song. Do that one.
Okay. You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change.
beautiful, Mamie. I love to hear this child. So I'm telling you, I am blessed to be in a home where all of a sudden the most angelical voice will be coming out of her room in this guitar, and then she's learning these new songs. She's now got several guitars, and she's got a electric guitar, and she's got what's the little thing called? The little guitar that everybody plays, ukulele, and you never know what's going to come out of there. She wants a bass for her birthday, so I'm looking for a bass for her birthday. But yeah, she is so talented. I wish I could get her in a band, but you try to get people together for a band. My goodness, we're going to get snowed in here. Look at this. It's still coming down. It is still pouring the snow. We are, well, look at that. Yep, buddy. We're going to be here for a day or two. We are stuck in the snow. There's my dolly outside. Can you see? Look at all that snow. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Love yourself correctly. What is love? God is love. And as we said the other day, you look up the scripture on love is patient, love is kind. Those are things that you have to learn to do to yourself. If you offer yourself those things, then you can offer those things to everybody else. This information that I'm giving you is information that will help save marriages. That will help you find the right dating person. Taylor Hines says, wow, your baby's seriously talented. She really is talented. And she doesn't know it. She doesn't have the confidence that she should have. And we work on the things I tell you are a lot of the times conversations that I've just had with her the night before or whatever the case may be. Mamie's got the sweetest, most tender heart of anybody I've ever met, and she wouldn't hurt a flea. She forgives like Christ forgave, and I wish I had that in me like she does. She is an amazing person, and she's definitely got the hand of God upon her. I do too, Tara Shea. I'd like to do a CD of just her music that I could have or download. Maybe we can get her in a studio one of these days and get her to play. And she writes a lot of her own music too. So, but anyway, so let's go back and look over. Mamie sings amazing. So go back if you didn't get to see it and watch her singing. Number 2, love correctly and love others correctly. And it starts with you. You can't love someone correctly if you don't know how to love yourself. And it's snowing. I'm stuck here for I don't know how long because it wasn't supposed to do this. Maybe I'll build a snowman if I can stand the cold. I can't stand the cold. And my heat's still running on. We haven't got the central heat and air fixed in here yet. So it's still running on space heaters. I've got space heaters all over this place because they haven't come to fix it. So hopefully this week that'll be something that I'll get done. Say a prayer for me for that. Also, coming up next Friday, I've got my last Red Devil. They call it the Red Devil chemo, which is so strong. So I've got my last one of those. So y'all say a prayer for me. After that, 2 weeks later, I start 16 weeks every week of a different chemo. And, we're going to get through this. It's no big deal. It is a big deal. I shouldn't say it's no big deal. It is a big deal because it's teaching me so much. God's got me set at his feet, listening to him. And I get to spend time with you guys. Please go to our website. Our YouTube site is Mountain Gypsies. And share and like and subscribe, please. I can get more of the message out if there's more people that are subscribing. It will make us be more noticeable. So if you haven't went to the YouTube channel Mountain Gypsies, please do and subscribe. It's got a bunch of these videos on it. It's got some older videos of some baptisms of some gypsies. It's got a lot of different stuff, and I'm going to start adding more information. We're also going to start doing our podcast again, just a few things. So I've got the computer out looking for my microphones, or I was going to do one today, and made me tell me they were down at the business that we have, so I can't get out and to go get them, but we're going to start back the podcast, just a few things, as soon as I get to my microphones. So, but if you don't care to go and to Mountain Gypsies on YouTube and like and subscribe to our page, I'd appreciate it. Again, like I said, that'll get the word out, and we can talk more about things that are going to help people. That's all I know to do, and how to do that is to just ask you to go out and do it that way, so we can go out and we can spread stuff to help people. That's what my goal is just to go help people. So anyway, I love you guys so much, but his mercies are new every morning, and today his mercies were strong. He had mercy on me, and I woke up feeling wonderful and fantastic. I actually did some up the wall yoga, legs up the wall yoga, to start having more movement, because the next chemo I go into can cause you to start losing your movement. So I'm starting now, and I felt good for doing that, and felt good enough to do that today. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful that I'm still here with you guys. Life is good, and so, but not just that his mercies are new, that everything I've done in the past up to this point has passed away, and it's forgiven, and it's a new day, and there's new love to give. And also, if you have a bad past, or if you have a past that's haunting you, can leave it at the throne of God, and he will reset your journey. He will reset your steps where they're supposed to be today. Where they were supposed to be today, he can reset you where you're supposed to be. You just go to him and you talk out loud to him and tell him the truth. Tell him what you've done. Tell him what you feel. Tell him if you hate somebody and you don't know how to let go of it. Tell him if you love somebody and don't know how to let go of it. Whatever the case may be, you need to go to God and let him handle it. If you can't, which most of the time you can't, and let him be involved in anything. Look, if I lose my keys, I call upon my Father. If I can't find something in the cabinets, I call upon my Father. I talk to my Father. When it says pray without ceasing, that's what it's talking about. I have constant conversation with my Father, because he leads me, he guides me, and he directs me. And that can be yours too. And you will have the peace that passes all understanding. And there's no way to explain that until you experience it. But know this, I love you. But no matter how much I love you, my Father loves you more. And it's not very far to get back on that journey, just a few words. I love you guys so much. And y'all have a wonderful day. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.